Hey guys, Kev here, and I have some Kizers to show you. So Kizer sent me in some knives for October. I believe their drop is on the 11th, but I could be wrong about that, so don't hold me to it. I'll put any information I have down in the description, along with a link to Kizer's website. It does help the channel if you use my links when you pick up stuff. So if you want to help the channel out, check out the description. I have a bunch of links down there. There's also a bunch of discount codes as well. I have it all listed by percentage and all that stuff down there. Yeah, so totally up to you, but I always like to point that out. Now, Kizer sent some really cool stuff, one of which is probably my favorite Kizer of all time, and we're definitely going to talk about it. So, the first thing we're going to look at is a fixed blade, though. This is the Militaw. So they actually have a Militaw fixed blade now, which is pretty dope. Now, I honestly thought when they came out with the Kizer Smolt from Jonathan Styles, I thought that was basically the Militaw fixed blade, but they actually made a Militaw fixed blade. So this is it right here. The Watalim, as I called it on my last live stream, because it kept showing up backwards for me. And Militaw spelled backwards is Watalim. This is in Nitro V, and you have a G10 handle with micarta as well. So there's a micarta inlay. Much like the locking knife, it looks like you can remove that and swap out the inlays if you wanted to, or in the future if they come out with different versions. You have a little finger choil here, and then a flat, just like the locking knife. Again, this is the fixed blade version. Jumping here and up here, if you want to get up here and use that. Not the perfect location for my hand, but it does work. You have this drop point blade. Nice blade stock, good grind. Definitely going to be nice and slicey. You can see the plunge grind here. Take a look at that. You guys let me know what you think. Looks like it comes up right behind the edge termination or right before it ends. So you might need to cut that back a little bit further as time goes on, but not an expert. The little coat hanger back here, I don't know, it is a little weird looking to me, but it doesn't hurt. It's a lanyard slot, large glove size hand, size comparison to a measuring tape. We have a 8.2 inch knife overall with a 3 3/4 inch blade length. So good size. You have a Kydex sheath that is very good. You have a nice thumb ramp there. It clicks in real easy, pops out real easy. This is a great sheath compared to, if you guys remember, some of the knives I got from them earlier this year. I couldn't even get them out of the sheath, so they definitely improved wildly on their retention there. Doesn't feel like, there's no rattling, anything, but it pops right out. Excellently done. You have the sort of standard Chinese tech lock system back here. I am not a fixed blade guy, so don't expect too much insight from me on this. I would love to hear anybody else's thoughts in the comments if you have some. But it seems like a pretty good fixed blade, right? So that is the Militaw fixed blade. Now, talking about Militaws, let's look at, not that one, this one. They have a budgety Militaw now. So this is in 154 cm and machine satin, G10 with Ultim inlays or Pay inlays, and a liner lock. So a little bit of a different build here from Kizer on this Militaw. It is a budgetaw, as you would maybe call it, a budgetaw. Very well done, as usual. The Militaws have all been pretty damn perfect, to be honest. Feels good in the hand. On this, you have a little flat choil kind of situation up here to choke up. Oh, now I get it. Sorry. this is matching the blade window. Got it. Sorry, now it makes sense. Front flipper does not feel as, I don't know how to explain it. It's still good, but it doesn't feel as accessible as it did on the bolster lock. And I don't know if that's just because maybe with the liners and everything, it's a little bit thicker up here. So maybe you just have a little bit less access to it. I don't know. But it just feels a little different to me. It's not bad by any means, just a little different. Steel liners that are proud. So I would venture to guess this is a pretty affordable version of the Militaw. I am not going to pull up pricing or anything here. We all kind of know the baseline stuff from Kizer, you know, something in 154 cm, G10 or whatever. I'd expect this to be around 70 bucks probably. And of course, anybody in the comments can leave information below if they want. I just want to give you a look at the knives and some brief thoughts on them. So you have the budget clip, loop over steel clip, should be reversible, but is not. That is a shame here. I really do wish it was. Good weight, it's lightweight, so they reduce the weight of the steel by using pay, and then you can obviously see the milling pockets in there. I do wish it was a smooth Ultim, so it had very see-through look to it, but you know, not the end of the world. Dead nuts centered in there. Excellent, excellent knife. Standoffs back here. So that is the Budgetaw from Kizer in the full size. Hint, hint. So I'm going to show you the goofy one first, and then I'm going to show you probably my favorite Kizer of all time. So this is the mini Budgetaw. So this is the mini Budgetaw, and believe it or not, this material is called party streamers. And it makes me laugh very hard. So this is, in my opinion, an ugly ass knife, okay? So you have a black coated blade, obviously gonna be PVD or something like that. It has mini Militaw on there. Should say mini Budgetaw because I just made that up and I think it's good. Nitro V blade steel on it. Red G10 with party streamer inlays. Obviously trying to capitalize off of the 80s hype currently. But I feel like it's a miss. For me, anyway. Maybe some of you guys love it. Maybe if they would have went with a black G10 and then did that or something, the red with the, I don't know, it's just too much for me. You know, I'm mostly messing around here. They have a couple of just goofy versions, and some people just like that stuff. Some people like a goofy looking combination, so they're, you know, they're appealing to that. Last month they had that drop bear in the carbon fiber that I despise. It's like the peel ply with, oh, did not like that one at all. But some people like that stuff. It's more affordable, right? People who want 80s camo carbon but can't afford it, that kind of thing. I think there's a place for it. But anyway, I just wanted to show it to you. And it has the liner lock and the proud liners and everything. So again, I'd venture to guess this is somewhere around 70 bucks. Again, clip is not reversible. I really wish it was. Now, let's talk about my favorite Kizer ever. The mini Militaw. So this is a true mini Militaw. It has the bolster lock design. It has titanium. It has a milled pocket clip, not reversible, which is fine because it's milled and it's a little more premium. Excuse me. On a budget knife, I think you should have a reversible clip. This in particular version of it has jungle wear fat carbon, which is not my favorite, and an acid wash blade, which is really cool, actually. I've really enjoyed it. It was pretty much that gnarly looking when I got it. I have used it quite a bit. And I cut some really thick cardboard with it, so some of those streaks might be for me. But it was pretty gnarly looking when I got it, which is cool. There is a 80s version of this knife, and that is the one I would get if I bought one. I may actually try to hunt one of those down. But This knife is utterly fantastic. The size is perfect for me. I just think this is a little bit much. I always thought that with the Militaw. I just thought it was a little big for my hands. Now, I think for the universal sort of public, that size does make sense. 3.5 to 3.75 inch blade probably covers more people than this one does, right? So I get it. But for me, the mini is probably the perfect size. It still has that wonderful Militaw action. You can reverse flick it like a dream. It drops like it's hot. Front flipper works excellently. You can roll it back. And like I said, there's just something about the access to that front flipper that seems more accessible on a frame lock than on the liner lock, but maybe I'm just crazy. You know, let me compare the two minis. It looks, yeah, see, it kind of looks like you get more, I don't know. This one maybe just has a stronger, not really. I don't know. I think it's in my head. But anyway, it's really fun to fidget with all around. I haven't tried the reach around too much. You could do it, but not my favorite. The centering on this looks very good. Just a beautiful knife. You get the standoff. So I guess the regular Militaw also had standoffs, not a backspacer. Okay. Just looks good, feels good. Left-handed. You can reverse flick it. No problem. So you have that. You don't have to worry about not being, being on the clip or something. It just fires for me. Really good ergonomics. You have enough of a flat here that you can choke up on it. And, now I'm right up behind the edge and I just feel more confident with this than the full size personally. It closes really nice. You have that great lock bar access, great action. Just, man, it's a beautiful size. It carries like an absolute dream with this clip. I've carried this one quite a bit since it came in. I've been switching out with the Militaw and the Halt from AT Knives. Check this guy out at atknives.net. He does have these available now. Best Tech OEM, Magna Cut, beautiful hollow ground blade, titanium, bolster lock, beautiful action. Detent is perfect. Just a wonderful knife. Absolutely love the Halt from AT Knives. Shout out to Lewis. But I've been switching it out with that one. I'd love to see a mini Halt too. But look at that. Just a beautiful build. This is going to be... the full-size Militaw is probably their most popular knife right now. It's kind of overtaken the sheepdog craze from a while ago. And I would venture to guess the mini is going to fall right in there. It's going to be just as popular, if not more. So I really want to see that 80s one make it into my pocket at some point. And that one, I believe I would keep long term. This one's going to go into pass around like all the Kizer knives that come through, of course. And yeah, just love it. So that is the mini Militaw. Now we still have two more from Kizer. We have the mini sheepdog Halloween edition. So we can't really do a October video without a Halloween edition knife, can we? So this is G10 and it has a jack-o'-lantern look. They went with purple on the accents. I always find that interesting, but I guess purple and black and orange are Halloween colors. I can attest to that now because my lights for Halloween on my lamppost are actually interchanging orange and purple. So it must be a thing. It has Trick or Treat on there, and then it has this little boogity woogity ghost on the front. Billboarding aside, it does feel really good. It's a flat grind, but as you guys know, it's a sheepdog. It's going to be nice and tall, slicey. The clip is standard sheepdog clip, not reversible. Don't love that, but it is what it is. Probably has something to do with the jack-o'-lantern too. D10 on this one is absolute money. Reverse flick is money. You can choke up on it. It's a good knife, man. You guys know the mini sheepdog. It's excellent. So Really cool edition of the mini sheepdog for Halloween. Then they also did one for the drop bear in Pay Ultim with a jack-o'-lantern look. Now, I do feel like this one was a little bit of a miss. I wish they would have milled out the jack-o'-lantern instead of just painting it on there in white, whatever they did. Milling it out would have been cool because then you could have shined a light through, because I was trying to do that on the live stream when I showed these. If you shined a light back here through there and the jack-o'-lantern lit up, that would be really cool. I don't know how that would work with, you know, the bats on this side, but I'm assuming it would just work, you know, the other way. I thought that would have been really cool to actually have it be like a jack-o'-lantern, but, you know, it is what it is. Otherwise, it's a drop bear. Reversible clip on this one, orange studs. Not the biggest fan of the purple studs. Not the biggest fan of that because there is no orange on here. It kind of throws it off. Maybe if this was just orange G10, they probably should have just done orange G10 because they didn't cut the holes through. So that's what I'm saying. It's just odd. And they didn't do it on this one either. They cut it. They didn't cut the liner. They only cut the scale. So you can't shine your light in there either and have it come out. Oh, there's bats on the clip too. I just think it would have been cool to use them like a jack-o'-lantern, you know? Drop point, drop bear blade. You guys know the deal with the drop bear. It feels good. Feels like a drop bear, you know? Trick or treat again on there, and this one has a bat on the blade instead of the ghost. So what do you guys think on these Halloween versions of the Kizer knives? I think it's cool that they do that. I mean, companies that have the luxury to make special editions like this, I mean, that's just cool that they do it, right? So here's everything we saw. Militaw full size. And we have the potty streamer. The potty streamer. Those are the budget toss. And then you have the beautiful mini Militaw. The best Kizer knife to release, I believe, in a long time. And they've released a lot of cool stuff. And then you have the fixed blade Militaw. So really cool stuff from Kizer. I will be passing around what I can here to the group, and let me know what you guys think down below. Check out the description to grab the link to go over to Kizer. It does help the channel. And I love you guys. Big shout out to Kizer. Thank you very much for sending me this stuff. Always appreciate it. And I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.